Marc Spears was inducted to the Basketball Hall of Fame earlier this month. He's covered the NBA for over 2 decades, but he doesn't stick to sports. Spears' newest project drops tomorrow on Hulu, The Conversations Project, a 6-episode series with a rotating cast of dinner guests from different fields. Marc Spears, as if you don't have enough going, why would you add another hat for this one? Just trying something new?
And it's not even sports.
Right.
It's the Conversations Project is certainly out of the box a little bit, especially for like sports guys like us. But myself and Chef David Lawrence, who a lot of San Franciscans know, used to own 1300 on Fillmore, we came up with this project, a TV project, where basically we wanted to have these dinners where we bring some of the brightest minds, African-American minds, to dinner. And we have 5 different guests every episode at dinner, and we go through some really, really deep topics, some funny, some painful, some very thought-provoking. While Chef is bringing us his food, there's a conversation with each course. And we're also highlighting black wineries. Most of them are from the Bay Area with each episode as well. I know I said it's like an African-American laden, iron sharpens iron dinner show, but it ain't just for black people to watch, man. But I do think it's certainly educational for everybody to watch.
The 2023 Kurt Gowdy Print Media Award winner, my friend, my mentor, Marc J. Spears.
If somebody had come up to you at A.P. Hill High School and said, man, this is going to be the end game, with you being in the Hall of Fame, what would you have said?
Laughable.
Yeah?
I mean, I had a 2.2 GPA at Andrew Hill High School in San Jose, man, and I went to Foothill College, and then chasing the college basketball dream, went to 3 schools, ended up graduating from San Jose State, but then I got my master's at LSU with a 4.2 GPA. So I think what you could learn, like kids can learn from that, is, you know, don't let early failures ruin your future success. It took me a while to figure it out, but, you know, I knew I wanted to be a sports writer since the 7th grade. I got a great letter from Mark Purdy, the former San Jose Mercury News columnist.
He was a spark, huh?
Yeah, I wrote him, and he told me everything I needed to do. But actually, probably the spark was a guy from the Warriors. Talked to my 7th grade class at Sylvandale Junior High and asked me what I wanted to do when I grew up. And I said, hey, I want to play for y'all. And he's like, well, what if you don't? Or what if you can't? What are you going to do? I said, I don't know. And he said, well, if you can combine what you love most in life with what you do best in school, you'll find a career that you're happy with every day. And I think that applies to every kid. And I use that equation to come up with being a sports writer.
Why'd you want to be a storyteller?
You know, I think that's has more of a lasting impact. You know, you break a news story, and this is respectful to everybody that does that. You know, you forget about it the next day or a couple days later, right? But a lot of times, feature stories, especially feature stories that make impact and make change, are things you see at the back of, you know, we grew up reading encyclopedias or things that are reference material, things that are here, they're going to be past our time. And, you know, I wanted to tell stories that I was hoping would bring change. Anytime I think about complaining about this job, other than my family always keeping it real with me, I remind myself that I get paid to write about basketball for a living.
Let's get into the Naismith Hall of Fame. I mean, when it comes out of my mouth, I mean, even now, do you just go, wow, me?
Yeah, yeah. I guess they've respected what I do, and so to get into that hall without even dribbling a basketball, without scoring a point in the NBA, definitely didn't get it from my college basketball career, is just incredible to me. And somebody helped me get into the museum, kind of snuck me into the museum the day after I got my ring. I had to go see my name in there.
Sure.
And my mom got to see it.
Oh, man.
Like, I got a picture of my mom standing next to where my name is. Like, that's priceless to me.
When you give your speech, when you get up there, does your career flash before you?
No, you know what it is, and you get it because you're on TV, like you go into TV mode. They call, like Beyonce calls it Sasha Fierce, like she's performing on Wednesday out here, right? You're like ultra ego. So the speech was up for me to read off of. It's supposed to be 7 minutes.
Oof.
And Holly Rowe, who got the Kurt Gowdy Award for electronic media, she was supposed to go 7 minutes. She went 20.
Whoa, she went right through the stop sign.
Yeah. So I was like, well, shoot, if she went 20, I can push mine. I push mine to 10.
Okay.
Pops, I know you're watching. Thank you and love you. and let's find a cure for ALS. Even though he wasn't there, for him to be able to see it, for me to, honor my mom and have her stand up and give her a little, Miss America wave and honor my wife and have her stand up, like, it's priceless, man. There's no way I could find anything better than that night.
Your dad, your mom, I mean, that's my baby boy up there in the Naismith Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
hey,
man.
For our audience, I'm sure they're thinking, ask him some Warriors questions.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
The window to get it done. I mean, wide open or maybe not as wide as it used to be?
It's open. If the camaraderie is good, they're certainly capable of beating anybody. And I really like the addition of Chris Paul. I do expect him to start, at least at the beginning of the season.
Hear that, Dub Nation?
Yeah.
He expects him to start.
I expect him to start. Y'all can't keep making it, this ain't Burger King, man. Like,
Can't
Chris
have
Paul,
it your way?
Chris Paul's never come off the bench in his career. I don't think it starts at the beginning of the season. I guess we'll see what happens. I expect Kuminga to take a leap. I expect the Warriors to be playing with a chip on their shoulder. They're certainly capable of winning, but there's so many talented teams, it's not going to be easy, but no, the window is open for them.
All right, well, to kind of borrow the HBO title, it's winning time for you, Mark.
Oh,
man, it really is. I mean,
Wait.
yeah, not what I usually go like that.
Wait, hold on, get that
Do
too.
that.
There you go.
And the Conversations Project, it drops tomorrow. I cannot wait to see it.
All 6 episodes, man.
Wow.
Come have dinner with us.